I have the power in my hands. And the question is, how hard can 1,250 watts explode? This PC is ready to be fired up. Let's hope that's not a literal statement. After finishing with the build, this is the moment of truth. I have not even tried to turn this on. I don't know if it's going to work. I hope so. So I'm going to show you before I try, just to check in case I miss something. I'm going to check all the cables, all the connections. I'm going to get the phone in my hands to give you a close-up of everything. Okay. And I'm going to show you the cable management. I've been working on this today. I wanted to do it live, but I had to work. I was also listening to the formal stream while I was working on this. So cable management takes some patience and concentration. And I don't think that was going to work very well live, because I spent like, I don't know, 4 hours just moving the cables and trying to make them look beautiful. I should have tested that the PC works before I spent so much time and effort on the cable management, but I wanted to do that live. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything, and then we're going to try to turn it on. Hopefully it works. Now, one thing, and also I'm going to give you my experience building the PC with this case. I documented my entire experience with the live streams. So I'm going to, give you like a summary of what I think about this case. And the fans, I will know once I can test the performance and I can see them lighting up. But I can also give you my experience setting up these fans because they have very special quality of life when it comes to the installation. And the power supply, I will also share some thoughts on that too. We'll do this live. I will read the comments. I see we have 50 people on the chat. Thank you very much. This was not even announced. I just, set up the live stream, go live. So thank you very much. The channel has been doing great, and I really appreciate the support. We reached 15,000 subscribers, and I mean, I am, challenged with the success, because when I make a video that gets 40, 50,000 views, that's a lot. Then I'm like, how can I follow that? It's difficult. And I want to do a better job, but at the same time, I don't want to change, because then people might not like it. But let's see what we can do. I'll try my best to keep it up. But more importantly, I think our identity has been to keep it real, to keep it raw. And that's why I love live streams, because it is as real and as raw as it gets. I really, really like live streams. It is my #1 favorite kind of content. I do have to say, it is not as good for the channel when it comes to getting more subscribers. The videos are better for the channel, but I like live streams more. So that's why I live stream more. Because also it gives me a chance to interact with the community. And this has been great, by the way. I love the experience of building this PC with the community. So I did not want to look at the manual to figure out the connections. I think it was awesome to just interact with the community and think about the airflow. Where should we put the fans? How can I connect this? Where this cable goes? It has been an awesome experience, and that's why it has taken so long. Okay, well, two reasons. One, I am not hardware unbox gamers Nexus, Linus Tech Tips. I don't have that much experience building PCs. This is like my fourth PC, and definitely it is the most futuristic PC I've ever built. I mean, I've never had a case like this. So yeah, it has taken long because I don't have a lot of experience, but on the other hand, I don't want to build it fast because I am enjoying the process. So it is like when I play Elden Ring, I don't want to beat the game. I have no interest in finishing the game. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep playing it and I hope it lasts forever because I really like it. So that's how it goes for this. But I really enjoy my experience building this PC because I have to tell you, I never thought about buying a nice case like this because my mindset was like, oh, I much rather buy more storage, or faster RAM or whatever else that's going to improve my performance over the looks. I prefer to get a $30 case and then just open it and the temperatures are gonna be good because it's open. So I try to save the money on these. But let me tell you, after just working on this case and just looking at it, okay, my mind has changed because it is so nice, especially when you take the time and the effort to set up the cables and everything. It's like if I spend all that time and effort on the case I had, it's like that case is not worth my time. Basically, is what I'm saying. It's like a $30 Chinese case that feels super super cheap and flimsy. Even the GPU was sagging significantly. I couldn't even fit my fan, the CPU fan. So now with this case, I had the GPU on like for 2 days and it is not sagging. GPU is straight as an arrow. And it even has a GPU anti-sag support, but it is designed for the 5090 because the GPU has to be like this big for that anti-sag to even start doing anything. Okay, based on the location. So to use that with this GPU, I actually need to get. Someone gave me a very good idea to get a black eraser, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buy a black eraser to use it. It's not even necessary, but I like the idea of having that anti-sag support. So yeah, man. The after it's like everything. Once you try better, you don't want to go back. It's that simple. If you get an OLED, you get a QD OLED, there's no going back. You cannot. Okay. So now that I see and I tried this, the experience of building the PC and seeing I haven't tested the results when it comes to temperatures and everything, but after seeing how beautiful it is and how inspiring, I have to say it has been inspiring to me to build a PC on this case because there are so many possibilities when it comes to the airflow and the things that you can put inside these. It's just amazing. We have three a space for three fans at the top or an AIO. We have that here on the side. We have it at the bottom. We have different kind of airflow configurations that we can use, or if we use liquid cooler or not, I can get a 5090 liquid cool. Okay, and that was not on my radar. I was like, oh, I cannot get a 5090 liquid cool with my case because where am I going to where am I going to put that radiator? Now with these, I can, and that opens the possibilities. And it's so inspiring because I'm thinking, should I get this? Should I do this? And so it has been an awesome experience. So yeah, let me read the comments and then we'll go from there. I'm going to show you everything. And then again, I have not tried it. So before I even try to turn it on, I'm going to show you the cable management and we're going to go through the checklist. Yeah, just to make sure that is going to work. So we have 81 in the chat. Thank you very much. Let's do it. Let me show you. Okay, let me read some of the comments and then we'll go from there. Thank you very much. Let's go. We put the side panel on. Yeah, side panel is on. It closes. It closes. I mean, this, I have to say, this fan, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. The fan is right there. It is right here. There's no space. It's like max out when it comes to the capacity. This fan is max out. It fits, but it's right there. Of course, this one at the center, I raised it intentionally to make it symmetric with this one. But now that I'm looking at it right here, I need to lower it a little bit. I have to lower this side a little bit. It's not perfect. It's difficult to get it perfect with this fan because the hinge, the latches, this metallic piece that it has, it's kind of a little bit flimsy. So now that I see it here, I need to lower it 2 fins. I have to lower it 2 fins to make it perfect. This one in the center. And I'm gonna do that before I fire up the PC. So I'm gonna check, see if everything is right, and then correct something before I turn it on. Yeah, side panels are on. We do it live. That's how we do it. It's real time. If it explodes, at least it's good content. Okay? Can you imagine I turn it on and it explodes? Now, let me tell you, I have one concern when it comes to the PC exploding, and that is the hard drive. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive here in the back that dropped. And the reason why it dropped is because the back has 2 doors, which is very nice. Because even without the side panel in the back, and I will show you with the camera on my hand, it has a mesh, so it's great for airflow and everything. So you remove that side panel, and even then you have 2 doors on the back of the case. One opens, then like this, so you can hide all the cable management. I still try my best to make it look good, even when nobody's gonna see that, but I see it. So I like to have it nice. But the thing is, when I was working on the cable management, these 2 doors in the back, they have a system that you can remove them. You just pull them up and you can remove them. So what happened is, because I had the case resting on the table, I tilted the case like this. I tilted, like doing this for some work. And then what happened is that door, that side door, fall, because it did this and it fall. So, and that side door is where the drives are. So the drives, they drop to the floor, and we know that's not good at all, because if you drop a hard drive, that might kill it or drop the health of the drive. But even worse, I see visible physical damage on the power connector. It broke a little bit. Now my hope is that it broke on a corner where I don't see pins. So if they are holes, some of the holes of the power connector they have pins, and some of them have no pins. So I'll try to show you that with the camera on my hands. So now the thing is, yeah, if the drive is broken, I can buy another one. But I have some information there that I don't want to lose. So I hope it works. And I also hope, because it's broken, it is where it gets the power. I hope there's not a short circuit or something, and then it catches on fire, literally. So let's see how that goes. That's my biggest concern. Now, the second concern I have is the GPU. The power supply I got is for the 59, and it has the 12-pin high power connector, and actually has two of them. So you can connect a future 6090 with two of those, which is crazy. It's future proofed. Okay. But this power supply, which is the, let's see if I have the box, is the MPG A1250GS. MPG A1250GS. This MSI power supply only has 3 PCIe or CPU outputs. So the thing is, my motherboard has 8.5. So you have the 8-pin for the CPU and then a 4-pin one. And I don't need the 4-pin one, so I could use that output for the GPU, and in that case, I would have 2 PCI Express. But the problem is that the power supply only comes with 1 PCI Express cable for the GPU, because anyone who buys this power supply is for that 12-pin power connector. So that's going to be my main feedback for MSI, just for support purpose. I think that power supply should come with 2 in case you need it, because in my case, for example, it would solve my problem completely. I don't need both connectors for the CPU with 1. It's okay. It works. I have the 5800X 3D. That connector should be good for like 300 watts. So the CPU doesn't even go over 200. I mean, not even close to 200 watts. So I don't need both. So I could use the other 2 as PCI Express output for the CPU, but I only have 1 of those cables. So I need another one. And the thing is, where can you find those cables? I went to the store and I got this. I'm going to show you. I got this cable. Right, here it is. I got this cable. This is this, and I thought this was going to work perfect, because either they include, so my recommendation for MSI is either they include the extra PCI Express connector, or they include a 12-pin to 2 or 4 PCI Express, 4 actually, PCI Express connectors. So because the power supply has 2 out, it has 2 12-pin high power outputs. So one of them could be that cable that's an adapter, which would be something like this. You would have the 12-pin. You have this one. It's difficult to make it focus. You know, the 12-pin, the new connector. And then you will have these 2 PCI Express outputs. So I thought this was going to work, because the 12-pin is the same. And actually here, this is an NCXT 12 VHPWR adapter cable, and it says here, it says 12 volt high power to 2 PCI Express 8-pin. So it says clearly from here to here. So I thought, oh, that's perfect, because this is going to be the same. So then here, if this is designed to go to PCIe Express, it should be the same. And it is not, actually. This is for the power supply end, not for the GPU end. And I say that because of the shape. The shape of the connector is not the shape. So it doesn't fit on the GPU, because of the plastic. So I have to return it. This doesn't work for me. So I don't understand why they would say from 12 volts high power, so for 12 volts high power WR, I don't know what this 12 pin connector to 2x8 PCIe Express. I don't understand why it says that. It is not that. It's the other way. It is the other way, because this is for the power supply end. So yeah, this doesn't work. So the thing is, I have to use the only PCIe Express cable that I have coming out of this new power supply. Again, the new power supply is the MPG A1250GS, which is 1250 watts, more than enough for a 5090 and a 3080. However, to connect the 3080, I have to get another cable, basically. And I need that because eventually I will have the 5090 and I want to have the 5080 also at the same time. Why? Well, because NVIDIA deprecated PhysX 32 bits. Well, that's not that important because those are old games that I'm not playing right now. But I want to also try lossless scaling, MFG, with a secondary GPU. And I find that to be very interesting, especially for 360 hertz QD OLED and the future 500 hertz QD OLED that's coming out this year. I'm very interested on that one. So I want to have that dual GPU setup. Now, with the current motherboard that I have, that's not going to help at all, because when I have a secondary GPU, the main PCI Express drops down to 8x. So I will get worse performance just because of that. So it doesn't help. And I already tried that with the 3080 and a 1050 Ti for PhysX. I was getting worse performance. So I know that setup is not going to work with this motherboard. But after I get the 5090 and after I recover a little bit, actually a lot, because the 5090 we're talking about $3,000 donation to NVIDIA. So after that, I have to recover a lot before I can get the upgraded CPU, but I will eventually. So I am thinking on the 9800X3D CPU, and with that, a new motherboard, and I will check to make sure that it will work very well with a dual GPU setup. So basically what I'm expecting is PCIe Express will drop from 5 to 4 when I use the second GPU, but that will still be okay for the 5090. So 16, so by 16, 4th gen speed will be enough for the 5090, and then secondary GPU, the 3080 should work. So I cannot wait for that day. I cannot wait to get the 5090, let alone have the 5090 and the 3080 working at the same time to triple my FPS and use them both. I think it is so compelling to have both GPUs like 100% max out and pumping out more frames. I find that to be so compelling, even if it doesn't make much sense, because lossless scaling might not look as good, the input lag might not be great, some artifacts, it might not make a lot of sense. Of course, probably the 5090 by itself with MFG from NVIDIA is going to look better and have better input lag and make more sense. But still, it is something I want to try, and I cannot wait for that. So yeah, let me read some of your comments. And we have over 100 people in the chat. Thank you very much. We're going to turn it on. Okay, let me tell you. We'll turn it on, and I will show you all the cable management and everything we did here. Let me read some of the most recent comments, and I'll go back. Wow, we have a lot of comments. Yeah, feel free to drop your comment. And also, if you have any questions, let me know. I will also do an official review video, because Again, videos are more successful. They get a lot more views for obvious reasons. And I want to summarize everything, all my experience, which has been hours and hours working on this. I want to summarize that in a video, also to give MSI some feedback, because MSI is not going to watch, 20 hours of live stream content that I've done about these. Okay. So I want to give them feedback to help them potentially improve their products, or for anyone out there who would be interested on getting these case. This case, by the way, is the MPG Pano 100 LPZ, and I guess Pano, it comes from panoramic, because as you can see here, we would have a panoramic view of the entire build, which is absolutely beautiful. You see, I understand maybe Gamers Nexus would not be a fan of this case because he focused on performance, and looks are secondary to almost irrelevant for him. But man, 10 degrees more, when it looks so good, I don't care. Okay, this I am yet to test the airflow and everything, and depending on my testing when I'm actually playing a game, I might change the fans. I believe I will get a better performance if I have these 3 fans at the bottom and then the 3 at the top exhausting. I believe that will give me a better performance. But the thing is, look at these 3 fans here, bro. This looks absolutely amazing. Actually, let me open this. Let me open the side of the case, because as you can see here, this looks all kind of dirty, because this is the peel. I'm not going to peel this off during the live stream, because I'm not sure if I finish yet. I might have some work to do, and I don't want to touch the glass with my fingers, because then I have to clean it and all of that. So I will wait until the official review video to peel it off. Okay. So let me take this off so you can see better the interior. Now, to take this off, it has some knobs here at the top, and then at the bottom it has 2 knobs. So I just have to, whoops, be careful. I almost dropped it. So we're already getting good content here. I almost dropped the side panel. This is tempered glass. It is heavy, let me tell you. This case is not light at all. This is heavy, and that's why the packaging on this case is the best I've ever seen. I've never seen better packaging than this on any product. Let me show you the kind of foam, because this is super fragile and heavy. So this case, and I showed this on the unboxing, it comes with this kind of foam. It has 2 of these, 1 for each side. This is the strongest foam I've ever seen. Look at this. I am doing pressure. I cannot even bend this thing. So, and it also has these corners that are glue. You see this corner? So let me show. Here it is. See that corner? That is glue. So it is like a hard cardboard. So that adds rigidity. So this case is fragile, but it has amazing packaging. But you have to be careful, because this is glass. This is tempered glass. So I guess if you drop it, it might be a problem. So let me get maybe some of the comments. MSI, MPG. So Chris has this case in white. He shared a short video. His build looks absolutely incredible. Everything is white. Case white, GPU white, motherboard, everything. Also, this case supports some motherboards from MSI that are called Project Zero. And those motherboards have the connections in the back of the motherboard. So you see no cables. So if you look at that PC, you're like, where are the cables? It's like you are a cable management wizard, because you cannot see any cables. So that's why we have a lot of space. In this case, we have plenty of space in the back to have all those connections and everything. So yeah, his build looks amazing. Thank you very much to to Don. Don has been helping us a lot during these live streams, building the PC. He has been, searching the manual, which I didn't want to read, and sharing his experience. So thank you very much, Don, for helping me build this. It's still AM4 with a 5090. Let's go. I mean, we have to go step by step, man. It's a lot of money. I wish I could buy the 5090 and right away get the 9800X3D. But man, it's like over $3,000. That's a lot of money. I am not rich, okay? I'm spending my life savings on that 5090. So I really appreciate MSI for sending me this case, because my plan was 5090, nothing else. I was gonna put that 5090 on a $30 case, open. The case completely open because the side panel doesn't even close because of this giant CPU fan, which is the first thing I'm gonna do before I show you anything. Let me go and fix this fan, which is a little bit higher than the other one. I have to lower it and two fins down. And I know how to test now. I just have to look at it through here, through this window, and I will know for sure if I got it in the right place. Okay, so let me read more of the comments because I've been talking before we do anything else. I have a laptop here. I can see all your comments. Actually, I can also have a bunch of stuff here. The laptop. This is the case for the fans. For the fans. Now this case, it has a version that comes with 4 fans, and this version that they send me comes without any fans. So that's why they send me these extra fans, which I mean I'm glad, because these fans look amazing. I'm not sure if the case comes with these exact same fans, but there's a version that comes with 4 fans. So I end up better because they send me 7 fans. It's very, very nice. More equal, more better, right? Okay, so we have George here in the chat. Thank you very much. He has also been part of the streams. Let's see. Yeah, we shouldn't have got the original cable, just a plain 8-pin to 8-pin. Let's see. What is $300 more? The 5090? Yeah, 5090 keeps going up in price. 500 for 1080p? What are you guys talking about? It's a dual GPU turbo. So it is I'm not talking about the SLI, the old dual GPU idea. Now dual GPU is dead, but actually not completely dead, because now we have this lossless scaling program that has frame generation, and it allows you to do the frame generation almost completely on the second GPU. So the idea is you can use frame generation and your base frame rate doesn't drop. We don't have that with NVIDIA, of course, because you can just turn on frame generation, but then your base frame rate goes down. Hopefully, NVIDIA implements something like that. It would be great to have a second GPU for frame generation. I think that makes a lot of sense, and NVIDIA could do a very, very good job with that. Hopefully, they take ideas from lossless scaling. Also, lossless scaling has this adaptive frame generation, which I think it is a great idea, because basically it doesn't matter if your base frame rate is fluctuating, you always get the same target that you set. But of course, the quality is not as good. The input lag is high. So I think NVIDIA could do it better. So hopefully they take ideas, if they are not already trying something like that for the 60 series. So you have to buy the new GPUs to get the new features. Okay, so let me read some comments, man. This is just too much, bro. We have 100 people here in the chat. How's it going? Yeah, I have to. Yeah, with two power supplies, with the two power supply setup, we were gonna have 2,000 watts available. That would be nuts. But yeah, I decided to just use one power supply because the thing is, this GPU should work. As you can see right now, it only has one um, PCI Express power connector, and it requires two. But one should still work. Um, so it's like I think it's over 300 watts between that port and the PCIe Express. So I might not be able to overclock, or maybe the performance will be lower. I don't know what to expect. I've never tried it, but it should work. Now, I don't know if it doesn't matter which one I use, or if it would be better if I use one or the other. So I will have to find that out. But yeah, I need to get a cable, another PCIe uh, cable. More of a talk show, honestly. Yeah, we have to. I mean, it's difficult to talk and show at the same time. So what doesn't sound like a good idea? One PCIe. Oh, wait, where's the PSU? Oh, so the power supply. I'm gonna show you. The power supply is right behind the motherboard. I will show you. It is a very nice spot. Actually, it's high and it has a support with some cushion. I will show you. It's actually very nice. I just need an 8-pin PCI Express splitter. Actually, I saw that there was an option to there's an option to convert an adapter from the CPU connector to PCI Express. But I didn't like that too much, so I don't want to try that because we never know with the different internal wiring or something. Those three fans work. It looks kind of redundant having them so close together. Um, Not sure what you mean. I mean, if you have three fans, what I guess is you have, you know, air. Like, I mean, if you have these two fans here, you're getting air for here only. Now, again, if it wasn't because of I want these three fans here because they look very nice. But I think airflow wise, again, I would put these three fans at the top and it should be better. Or even remove this last fan from here and the last fan from the bottom, and then have those two fans at the top. So I would have two fans at the bottom, two at the top, and one exhaust. And I think that would work better because this fan right here is not doing anything too relevant actually. Um, but yeah, it's what it is. So I think you have many options. Uh, I highly doubt that GPU is gonna work with just one cable. No, it will work. It will work without. I'm not sure if it's gonna give me a warning or something. It should work. How much days you take to mount the PC? I remember you started last Sunday. Yeah, we took the whole weekend actually. And well, I was busy Sunday and I had to work yesterday and today. But yeah, it took me like 20, like 24 hours of work. But I don't look at it that way. I'm like, I enjoy that. I enjoy doing this, so it's fun. Like I was not hurried to finish or anything. I like it. Going to get a 5080 and wait for the 60 series. Let's go. Better than spending all the 5090. I have a Fearless Assassin as well. Very good cooler. I might get a liquid cool. 2 words, bro. Power on. Okay, let's do it. Let me show you first before I try to power it on. Let me show you what's going on here. Also, let me finish. Let me fix the CPU before I power it on. Because once I power it on, I don't want to have to be touching anything else. So let me get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. This is heavy, and it's missing the top, the side panel, the tempered glass. It is very heavy. Let me tell you that. So I have to lower this central fan a little bit. Let me do that. I use now that I have the GPU is a little bit tougher, but I have to do that. Let me. It should work. Oh, let me get the. I have a tool here for that. Not a tool. I mean, it's like a screwdriver. So I'm gonna. The good thing is I have plenty of space here because there's no radiator or anything. So I can, now I just need to lower these two fins. I noticed this when I was talking. But now I know how to check. Okay, there you go. Okay, that should be there. Oh, I lost it. I lost it. Okay, we'll go back to square one. Let me check from here. I'm trying to line them up. Okay. I don't think this system is very good. It's kind of a hassle. Let's see. To lower it because this center fan was almost at the edge. I think I got it. Let me try that. Okay, I saw this so clear when I was looking at it with the side panel and vertically. I saw it so clear. Okay, let's try it like that and then I'll keep. Okay. Okay, I'll try it later. I mean, this is gonna take me some trial and error because it's so difficult to get it perfect. So crooked. This is not great because I have the GPU, the back of the GPU cord right there. So if I mess this up, I can damage the GPU. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Then I will work on this for another half an hour probably to get it perfect. Because the thing is, there's no way I can know for sure I am putting it on the perfect fin, on the same fin as the other one. So it's kind of very tricky to get right. I don't know if there's a way to know or get it faster, but yeah, I just don't know. So let me show you first from the top. From now that it's like that, I'm gonna show you from this angle. Get the camera on my hand. Show you from this angle. We get the light here. Okay. So I tried. Get these. So you see, this power supply has this to help with the cable management. So we got USB here. We got the drives, the SATA connectors at the bottom. Now I have some ugly blue SATA connectors. So I have to buy some black SATA connectors. As you can see, I try to hide them behind the black ones, but that's where the GPU is. So you cannot see them because they are below the GPU. So you can see the GPU is right there. So it's not a big problem, but they are still ugly. And those are not fast cables either. So once I upgrade the drives for faster drive, it's not gonna work. So yeah, because I have plenty of drives. I have 4 in the back, and I have 2 2 SSDs. So as you can see, I have the 3080. This is an Elgato 4K 60 Pro, which I'm gonna be using for streaming, recording, and other stuff, especially once I have a second PC. And I have this. This is a Wi-Fi Bluetooth card, which I use for Bluetooth mainly. This motherboard has Wi-Fi, but this one is a little bit faster. I think it goes up to 500 megabits per second. The internet, which is not great. I might need to get a better one because my internet is actually 1 gig. So to be able to fully utilize it. So as you can see, cables here in this part. So we have the CPU. These are the CPU cooler. These are the CPUs, the fans for the CPU. One, this is where it's connected to the motherboard. We have the second one here. And these two go to a Y. See if we focus. It goes to a Y adapter. And here we have the CPU power. So we have an 8-pin and a 4-pin, which I don't need. I don't need the second one for my CPU. This small one is actually half of this one. So basically, this 8-pin connector, I can split that in half, and that's what I did with this one. So what I was saying is basically this power supply should come with another PCI Express, and I would be able to use that instead of this second power for the CPU. And then I could use both for my GPU. So as you can see, my GPU is missing a PCI Express power. So hopefully it works. Okay, so everyone pitch in $20 to get him an AIO. $20. Which AIO I can get for $20? Well, thank you very much. 1 pin X8. Okay, let me read your comments because I was talking. So yeah, GPU only has one. Because the thing is, this power supply again is 1250 watts, but it is designed for the 5090. So it only has two PCIe Express, the 12 pin connectors. So you have two of them. So you can actually connect a future 6090 with two of those. That's over 600 watts, which would be crazy. Actually, the 5090 should have come with two, so we don't have issues of it catching on fire and all of that. Bro, plug in the second GPU cable. I don't have it. That's what I'm trying to explain. The thing is, I got this adapter. So look, this is the PCIe. I'm gonna show you. Look, this is the PCIe Express connector from my old power supply. Okay, so as you can see, this connector has 3 square pins. It has 2 right here. This is a square. This is a square. See if I can make it focus. Close up. Okay, there you go. As you can see, it has 4 square pins. 1, 2, and it has a third here at the top right corner. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you. This is PCIe Express. So you can see here. It doesn't say. No, this one doesn't say, but this is the PCI Express. Now I'm gonna show you the adapter I got. See where that is. I think I dropped it to the floor or something. See if I can find it. Oh, here it is. So this is the adapter I got. Look, this adapter I got doesn't have the same pins, as you can see. It's not the same. This one was a square on the other one. So it's different. And it's actually different. Like each one of these are different, actually. They should be the same. If they are for the PCIe Express, it should be the same, but they're not. So, yeah, it doesn't work. So you can see there, it doesn't work. So this doesn't fit here. Doesn't fit here. It would not go in. Actually, if I tried, I don't even have to try. Just look at the connector. We need to have a square here at the top left corner. If I look at this, we do have we don't have a square because the connector goes like this. See, the top left corner is not a square. See? So it doesn't work. It will go like this. No, actually, I'm sorry. We do have a square there. Let me see where the problem is. Okay, so we have a square and the rest are non-square. Okay, look at this. Here's the problem. Look at the bottom right corner is a square. The bottom right corner. That bottom right corner is supposed to go here, and that's not a square. So it's not the same. It doesn't go in. So this adapter doesn't work. Even when it says in the box, it says from 12 pin to PCI Express. This one doesn't work. So I was expecting, okay, unplug this into my power supply, and then I have the power for the GPU. No, it doesn't work. So yeah, let me read your comments, and this is the rest of the connections from the bottom of the motherboard. Let me show you. This is what we got. Let me show. Let me read some of the comments. Okay. Yeah, 5090 3080, that's the plan. The CPU power cables should be different. Yeah, they are. That not TOA does a better job of cooling than and quieter than 75% of AIO. What are you all smoking? Yeah, this is a very good CPU cooler. Now, I do have to, and if any of you have a recommendation, I do have to figure out how to make it shiny, at least, because it is already looking old. It has like 4 years. This is 4 years old, I think, and it shows. So it's looking a little bit rusty. I don't know how to make it shiny. So if you have any recommendation to clean it up. Now the other thing is it's not visible. Maybe from here, it's a little bit dirty in between the fins. It's a little bit dirty. You cannot see it there because the shadows are hiding the dust. So it's not a big problem. So mainly here at the top, I would like to make it shiny. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try alcohol. I have not tried any products because I don't have. I have to go run and buy some alcohol. Where is the second GPU cable? All power supplies should have multiple PCIe. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But this power supply doesn't. It only has one. This is the only. This is the only PCI Express connector that this power supply has. Which I mean, it never crossed my mind to even question that before they sent me the power supply because I thought, oh, okay, 12. I mean, over 1200 watts, 1250 watts power supply. That's gonna have so many connectors, and it does, but it just doesn't have these because it is designed for 5090, 5080, or even 9700 XT that has these 12-pin connector. Yeah, this Noctua cooler is very good. This CPU stays cool and it's so quiet. I mean, it's great. I will keep it forever. And it has adapters to make it work for any CPU. Mine has 2 of the new 600 watts and multiple PCI Express. Well, there you go. This bay is scaring me for real now. Yeah, PC is off. We're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna show you the back with the cable management. So the power supply is the MSI. Let me read it here. MPG A1250GS. MSI MPG A1250GS. That's the power supply. It has 1250 watts and 2 of those 12 pins. Because one of them is for CPU power that goes to the motherboard. Yeah, it actually has 3 outputs. It has 3 PCIe or CPU outputs. But I need, so basically the only thing I need to fix my problem is another of these. So if the power supply included another of these cables, problem solved, because the power supply has the output. It has the output connector. But instead of including 2 PCI Express, it has 1, and then it has 2 CPU cables. So my feedback for MSI is going to be just include another of these. That's it. Problem solved. Or better, include, if that even exists, include a 12-pin to PCI Express connect cable, which would have the 12-pin and have multiple of these, probably 4 or 2 at least. Yes, we shouldn't have gone with the 8-pin to 8-pin MSI on mod Y. So you think that one was not gonna work? I literally just built my PC last night. Let's go. So we are in frequency. What is going on? They are labeled GPU. This needs to be a reality TV show. Yeah, the mixed power cables is very, very risky. Some say PCIe. I have NZXT C1500. The one you were just holding is the 4.0 cable. I was planning to buy a 5090 build, but after they all disappear, I said, and you got an AMD. I mean, AMD is increasing the market share because they have more GPUs than NVIDIA, it seems. Why don't you use your old power supply? Oh, you're right. You're exactly right. The reason is I didn't want to spend so much time on cable management and building the whole PC with the old power supply because the whole purpose of building this PC is for the 5090. So I just wanted to have it ready. I just wanted to have this PC ready to just slap in an RTX 5090. Just ready. Just come. Pragata. But you're right. Of course, my old power supplies would work for this, but it's not gonna work for the 5090. I mean, it could work, but looking at all the 5090s catching on fire, I don't want to risk it. It's $3,000. Also, this power supply, the new power supply, has a power excursion that goes well beyond what this is rated for. So basically, for these power spikes, it can handle more than double than what it is rated for. Over 2,500 watts, which is absolutely amazing. So that's safer for the 5090 is my point. So I don't want to have the old power supply here because hopefully I can get a 5090 soon. So let's see. You might have to use one of the GPU cables for the CPU. Yes, I mean, CPU only needs 4 pins. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I can remove one of these. I can remove this one. If I had another of these included on the box, problem solved. I just remove this one, remove this second one, which is like this one. It's just split in half. The other half is on the back of the PC. And done. Problem solved. And then when I get the 5090, I just use the 12 pin connector. That'll be it. But I cannot do it because I need another of these. And the thing is, the problem is, where can I get a cable that's exactly like this? MSI doesn't sell them. Not that I know of. I search. I cannot find it. I went to Micro Center. They don't have it. They don't sell them. And they told me the reason why we would not be interested on selling these is because people might buy the wrong cable and then it doesn't work or it's dangerous. So it's a hassle. So they don't sell them separately. So yeah, I'm a little bit out of touch with the chat because we're getting a lot of comments. Let me go to the recent ones. Dan says individually sleeved modular cable GPU PCIe 8 pin for MSI on Mod Y. Okay, I'm gonna try this site you're telling me. So basically, you're saying I can get on that site. I can get this exact cable, but it will be like from this third party, but it should be the same. Should work for MSI. Okay. get the phase gear cables. Is that like another third-party site? You will damage if you try to do that. Try to do what? They look. No. I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try the cable if it's not the same. What exact power supply did you get? The power supply is the MSI MPG A1250GS PCIE5. So that power supply is only for the latest and greatest. It's not for these old GPUs that have the old connector. No. That power supply is only for the 12-pin connector. It has two of them. So we got super chat here. Thank you very much. We got a super chat from Jagging Michaelian. I butchered your name, Thor. Sorry. Thank you very much. Bro, PC build is hard work and redoing things many times. Don't you ever think you are done? Exactly. But you know what? I like it, man. So I'm not hurrying. I took my time. We spent the entire weekend building the PC. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times. You can check the stream. I changed these fans so many times. I mean, I reverted, put one, removed this last one. I removed this last one here to see if I could fit a second power supply in here. I mean, we did a lot. And I'm not done. So once I turn this on, I'm going to check the temperatures and I will test changing these three fans. The thing is, I like these three fans so much. The way they look vertically, like that. And if I put them here at the top, they are going to be invisible. They're going to be invisible. But I bet I get better temperatures if I put these three fans at the top and having these three fans at the bottom, because I'm creating an airflow that's more of like a tunnel. I think I'm gonna get better airflow. So I have another one here, exhaust. So this is exhaust. These ones are exhaust too. And again, it could be better to have these ones as intake. But the reason why I set them exhaust is because I wanted to see this part of the fan rather than this part of the fan. Oh, flipped. So this part of the fan still looks good, but I feel like that's like the back of the fan, and I wanted to see this. So that's why I set them like that. But I think I'm gonna try maybe reverting them. Now, one thing I have to say, one thing I don't like about these fans, and I guess that's for most fans, is that these holes, they are smooth and they are not threaded. When you open them brand new, you have no threads on those holes. So you actually create the thread when you screw them in. So I don't like that because I don't know if I, remove them and put them back in too many times, I feel like maybe you're gonna wear out the threads. I would feel better if they will come threaded from the factory. But I guess all the fans are like this, or most of them. So it's just an industry standard thing, nothing to do with these fans. So one of the reasons why I don't prefer that is because, for example, if I want to flip them, now I have to thread this, which is perfectly smooth. So then they would have threads in both sides when it is not necessary. So it's like, I don't prefer that way. But I mean, nobody can see that. It's not a problem. It's not a defect. But yeah, let's see how this looks when I fired it up. So let me show you the back. Let me show you the back. How's it going, Tux? So Tux has been here for all the streams too. Thank you very much. They are all self-tapping screws. Yeah. It seems like that's just the way they do it. And I mean, if that's the way most of the fans are, it's probably because it's the best way, I guess. You can't just add any random cable to a power supply. It needs to be one that came with a PSU or not at all. Otherwise, you risk fire, especially with a 5090. Yeah, but I'm not going to risk anything with a 5090 because this power supply has the 12 pin for the 5090. It actually has two of them. So it's not going to be, it's designed that this power supply is for the 5090, not for this old GPU. And that's why I only have one of these. But again, my feedback for MSI is why not just include another of these cables? Problem solved is going to help people like me, which want to have these either as a second GPU or just as a main GPU for compatibility reasons, basically. Because I understand to get a new power supply, you might get more new GPU or something. But you have to think about you get a power supply for years to come. And we never know. Maybe NVIDIA next generation will go back to this because they had issues with the 12 pin. And then this power supply has 10 years warranty. So you're supposed to have the power supply for many years. So I think it just makes sense to include two of these because the outputs on the power supply are there. If I get another of these cables, problem solved. So I think they should do it. Everything's good. How's Ariel doing? Are the fans pointing the right direction? This time, we consider all the airflow options with the community, and I think we got to these. These ones are at the bottom. These ones would be pulling air in, and then these ones are out, and then this one is out. I was thinking initially to have this one coming in, then revert the CPU fans so it comes like this, and then this one's like that. But it was going to be a problem because this CPU fan doesn't fit if I put it right here to blow air in this direction because the motherboard has this plastic. It's this dark here. This plastic here is too tall, so a CPU fan will be too high and it doesn't fit on the case. So then I would have to revert the fan and put it here and then another one here. So I don't think that would be ideal for the CPU. So this might work better. But it's going to create a little bit of a negative pressure because these fans are going out and these ones are going this way and this one this way. So I don't know. Let's see how it works. If not, I'll change it. This GPU is for the 5090 series. I guess you said the power supply. So there's no need for more 8-pin cables. You're not going to buy this GPU for the power supply for the 3000 series. Yeah, I see. So when do you plan to get a 5090? Well, as soon as I can. As soon as they are available. Let me show you the back. So let me go and open the back. Let me put the phone here for a moment. Let me put the phone on the stand for a moment so I can move the case with both hands. The last thing I want is to drop the case. Well, actually, this case is very, very heavy. So I don't want to risk it. It's very heavy. I mean, with a 5090 inside, it's going to be insane how heavy this is going to be. I bet this case is at least 40 pounds, easily. Maybe 30. And minimum 20. But I think even 30, 40 pounds. Okay, so let's check the back. Check the back of the case. and show you the cable management, bro. I spent so much time on this today. It was like a work of art. So I'm about to reveal my master work of art. This requires some drums for the reveal of the cable management work of art. Let's go. Let me accommodate it. Okay, so we have, on this case, we have these screws. Oh, no, actually, I don't need these screws. These screws are for the top. I will also show you the top, how to remove this. It's actually very easy. You just remove these two screws, and then it slides back, and we have plenty of space there for the AIO. So this side panel also has a place for the finger here to release it, and then it has this knobs, and it just comes out like this, and it has this air filter all the way through, which I really like. I can clean these very easily. So I can just pull this. It says pull. Then I can remove this and clean it. Very nice. Really like this. And I really like these doors here. See how clean that is? It's so clean because it has these two doors. That is amazing, bro. I really like it. I mean, I could have you don't want to have it open because you get some dust inside, but I could just leave it like that. So then we have this door right here, and we have this door at the bottom. So we have a screw. So there we go. This is the reveal of the master cable management. After I showed these, one of these companies, Cyber Power, one of these pre-built companies are going to hire me. They're going to be like, we saw how fast you are on building a PC. So now here's the thing. We have these drives here on the door. So what I'm going to do is I have to remove these SATA cable so I can open it fully. And there you go. Can I get some praise for my cable management? Man, we have a lot of cables to hide there. Very thick cables. I think I did a great job. Let me get a pat on the back. It is a lot of cables to hide. So I use these MSI, this nice MSI strips. And I also used others that I had. I had 1, 2, and 3 over here that were not included with the case. I could have used some of the included plastic strips, but I didn't want to make it permanent. So I wanted to try, and my plan was to remove these and then use the plastic strips. But this might not be permanent anyway, because when I get the 5090, I have to figure out the cable management for the 12-pin connector anyway. So I have to redo this anyway. But once you remove it, it's gonna be a lot easier. So then we have this nice 24-pin connector coming from the motherboard, and it has these things. This one thing I like a lot about these cables from this power supply. They look very nice. They are kind of a matte black, and they have these to make them. How do you say when you brush your hair to make it smooth like this? I don't know how to say that, but you get the idea. It has these things that make everything smooth. I use another one over here at the top. So I think I did a great job. So let me get the phone on my hand to show you better. Closer. Look, I have these drives. This is a very old drive, and this is a 2 terabyte, which is the one I damaged. I'm gonna show you the damage on this one. Hopefully it works. I'm not sure if it will work. Hopefully it does. I have to replace these blue cables because they look very ugly. And they are not fast cables. So my plan in the future is to replace all these hard drives for SSDs and then just get an external case to swap these for more information, but not to have them inside the PC. These are very old hard drives. Look at this, 500 gigabytes. This comes from Cuba. I had this drive in my PC in Cuba. 500 gigabytes of regular drive. This is, of course, very, very old, very slow. This is not even the fastest. It's like 5,600 RPM, I think. Let me see. It doesn't say here. I think this is 5,600. This one is faster. It's 2 terabytes. It's recent. But I would replace them. Yeah, I have to replace them. I think I did a good job, man. This is nice. Nice. I spent hours. Look, I did like a, how do you call this kind of, when you put the hair like this? I don't know how to say that in English. So I tried to intertwine all the cables. Like this 24-pin cable, what I did was to turn it around, to use it as this, basically. So this 24-pin cable is turning like one turn before it goes to the power supply. So it makes everything tight. And then I have one of these MSI things here is underneath, and it's going to one of these on the case. And then I have another of these turning on this one and putting them together. So these two groups putting them together. But it's a lot of cables to manage. And then I have another SSD here. This is a SATA SSD. I think this is 1 terabyte Crucial SSD. And this is like a very old hard drive from a laptop I brought from Cuba. I have a lot of old drives. So I want to replace these. The thing is, the SSDs are expensive. To get a very high capacity SSD is very expensive. But that would be ideal. I would like to get that instead. So there you go, man. I think I did a good job, man. It looks very good. I like it a lot. Very clean. So this is for the rear fan. This is for the rear fan. See if I can focus on it. There you go. So this is from my Seasonic power supply, one of these strips. That's for the rear fan. This one is the fans from here. These 3 fans. So that's the cable. So as you can see, the thing that's impressive about these fans that I really, really like is all these 3 fans only have 2 cables. One that is coming from here is a daisy chain cable to daisy chain. These 3 fans with the 3 fans at the bottom, there's only one single cable. And these fans are all magnetic. They all connect with each other magnetically just by itself. And they also have a hub, like a magnetic hub, to transfer the power and the addressable RGB, which is incredible, because then you don't need you see, there's no cable management to do with these fans. They have no cables, only one here at the top and one at the bottom. And the ones at the bottom only have one cable, a single cable, which is the one that's coming from the hub. So basically, we have 6 fans that are getting power, and the addressable RGB information from a single cable. And as you can see here, this in the back, this is the addressable RGB device. Let me get out of the way so you can get some light here to show you. This is the addressable RGB hub. Let me move these a little bit. So this has a like a glue. How can I say it? It has a pad. It has a pad that has glue, and I have that glue to the case. And also I hold that all the cables that are coming from here, the USB cables and everything that's going to the motherboard, I have them hold with one of these plastic zip ties. So this addressable RGB hub only has two outs, this one and this one. And the reason why it has two is because the daisy chain cable is not long enough to go from here to the front fan. And I didn't want to go from the bottom all the way up with a cable because it would be a hassle to hide that cable. So what I did instead was to just use a single cable for the exhaust fan. But with basically my point is with this system of these fans, you can connect actually 12 fans with a single power cable, and they all connect each other with that magnetic hub, which is absolutely insane. So this addressable RGB hub has still two more connectors to go, but I can only use one of them in the position I put it because the other connector will be at the top, and here's where the power supply is. So here is the power supply. That fan of the power supply looks absolutely amazing with the MSI Dragon and the shape of the blades. It just looks beautiful. I really, really like it. It has these accents, these white accents over here. It says MPG over here. It just looks beautiful all the way. And this case has the support for the power supply with some cushion to reduce vibrations. I mean, this is not going to vibrate at all, but that's the idea. So I'm tightening, making sure everything's tight. So we have the 24-pin power connector. We have here, let me show you this angle. We have here the SATA cables, the power for the SATA cables, CPU, two for the CPU, one for the GPU, and those are the two 12-pin 2x6 outputs. So I need one for the 5090 and two for the 6090 once I get that. So yeah, this looks really, 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 I like it a lot. Really good. So now let me show you. Here's the problem I got. Look, I'm going to show you why I had a problem, and I dropped these two drives, and they are very heavy, and probably I damaged them. So hopefully they are still in one piece, and I didn't lose my information, because I can buy another drive to replace them. But if I lose my information, then I'll be a hassle. So let me show you what happened. You see, these doors are very easy, very nice, because this is how you remove these doors. These two side doors. So we have one here and this one here, right? So I'm going to show you how you remove this door. You just do this. That's it. So you have these two knobs. I don't know how to say that. So we have those two. See, we have these. So they go in, right? So all you have to do is this. With one hand, it's kind of... Okay, let me line them up. So you line them up at the top and the bottom. So I need to get this cable out of the way to do it. Okay, there you go. So you line them up. Boom. Oh, wait. Let me think it's with one hand and holding my phone with the other. Okay, there you go. Boom. That's how you put them, in and out. Now the problem is, this one right here is the same for this door. So we have the same system. So when I was doing the cable management, of course, I wanted to have these drives here to make sure that even after I do the cable management, I can open and close the door, right? So the problem is I have this like that, and then I move the case, so I tilt the case, and I don't want to do it again so they don't drop again. So what I do is I tilt the case, and when I tilt the case, this is very close to the table, so it rests on the cable, and then it goes out of the so it removes itself because of this system. So when it removes itself, it falls to the floor. And what happened is that this power connector, well, first of all, if you drop to the floor one of these drives, you might break them. It's that simple. You might just break the drive. So what happened is, actually, this happened to me 2 times. The first time, these cables, because we have 4 cables here, they hold the drive. But this door is heavy. This is not like a flimsy aluminum thing. This is heavy. This is heavy. Actually, I bent this, but I guess I did a lot of force to bend it. When I was building the PC, I don't know what I did. I bent it, then I bent it back into place. No problem. But my point is, for me to bend this back into place, I had to use a lot of force. This is not like a very flimsy aluminum thing. So it is heavy. So when I drop this to the floor, first time, cables hold the drives. And then I'm like, okay, I have to be careful. I put it back in. And then I was not careful, and it happened again. And the second time, the power connector here actually damaged the drive. So actually, I'm afraid to show you just in case it doesn't break, but I want to show you just for the video, just for the stream. I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna remove the SATA, and then to have more space to remove the cable. So I'll remove this one, and then I'm gonna remove this power. Let me get some light here so you can see. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna remove these. This one is tough to remove, or maybe it's kind of stuck. Oh, sorry, I mute the mic. I mute the mic. Yeah, I fix it. I fix it. So look, I'm gonna try to zoom in. See if it's this thing will focus, man. That's why I have to do a video so I can focus and all that stuff. Okay, let me see if I get a better angle here. Okay, there you go. There you go. So as you can see here, it is cracked. Right there. Maybe in the video is difficult to see, but it is cracked. See if I can get a better angle. So yeah, my point is you have to be very careful with this system. And I would use the floor instead, but I was using the table because I was doing the streams. But yeah, that's what the crack is. So yeah, it's difficult to see on the video, but it is crack, and it is crack all the way down. It's like crack all the way down. So you think it's fine? So you know, my hope is that I don't see pins there. You see this? Let me see if you see this shining. That's where the pins are. You see this shining here through the reflection. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These last two have no pins, I believe. Okay. Let's see. The only way, yeah, it's the only way to find out. I'll turn it on. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna turn it on. I show you the back, show you the side, no problem. Look. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on. So let me go and connect the drive back, hopefully. And you know, it is looking better now because you know when it dropped, it was looking crooked, but because the connector was in, it straightened out the crack actually. So it looks better. There you go. So we got that in. Connect this in. Well, I didn't like that. Connect. I want to hear a click. Didn't click. Okay. Connect this. Okay, let me get the camera here. We have the punching bag right there. Just in case things go wrong, I can release the pain and suffering. I can release the love. But no pain and suffering here. I had a great time. So I'm gonna show you. Let me connect this back. Okay, it's back. So let me get these. Oh, the other thing I forgot to show you this. This is where this is. You see these two screws right here? This is for the GPU supporting bracket, which I'm gonna show you at the front. These are very, I mean, if you wanna hold the whole thing, you're not gonna be able to do it with your hands only, because you have to tighten this significantly to hold the supporting bracket. So I had to use a screwdriver. And the thing is, how can you use a screwdriver with all these cables in the middle? So what I did is I used one of these very long screwdrivers I got. So I used these for this one on the outside, and I used this one, the tip, the flat one, because if I use the Phillips screwdriver, then I can damage the threads because it was not perfectly in. And then I use the small one. I use this one to tighten this one by entering the screwdriver like this. Enter the screwdriver like this all the way, and then all the way from the back like this, and then through the cables to tighten that. And I tighten maximum, but I might have to adjust that when I get the 5090 because 5090s are so big that you need a supporting bracket. Oh, some of them come with a supporting bracket with the anti-sag already. So I might use both. The one that comes with the GPU and the one from the cable, from the case. Now when you close this, you have these screw here to tighten the whole thing. Of course, it helps if you use both hands, but I just need to get it started, and then let me get these. I'm sure you can do it with your hand, but I have the phone in my hands. It makes it more difficult. So I'm just gonna use these. There you go. So that's good. And we close it here, and I'm gonna show you. And this has these. It has this rubber material on the screw here to make it clip, make it tight. And it has the MSI branding here, and also the drives have this rubber material too behind the screws, so it is it reduces the vibrations and all that stuff. So let me get that side panel back, and I'm going to show you the top, and then we're going to fire it on. I'm going to turn it on, and hopefully it works. I checked the connections. If you notice anything missing, just let me know, but I think we got all the connections already. I'm gonna go. There you go. So I'm gonna show you the top. This top should be. Get these. I'll show you the top part. There you go. So this top part is huge. This is where I'm going to have the future AIO. 360 AIO. Let me move these. This is where I'm going to have the future 360 AIO. So we have two of these screws. Now all the screws, all these fancy screws, they have a plastic part here to make them nice and softer. And then we have this, I'll show you. We have this handle. So it goes out easy. It has this thing, so you just pull this and it goes out. Now I have to say, I don't like too much that this part is plastic. So you have metal, the top is metal, which is nice, or aluminum. It's metallic, right? And it's painted black. But the thing holding this together with the case is a plastic. So all this corner here is plastic, and then of course we have the mesh, but all this is plastic. Now I understand if you make it metallic, it will be even heavier, and this case is already very heavy. So I understand the design decision, but basically what I'm saying is, you look at this from the top, you think, oh, this is all metal, and it is not all metal. All this vessel is plastic, and all the inside here is plastic. But I guess that's a weight saving thing. It'll be even heavier with more stuff. Now here we have the space for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. We have space for 3 of these fans, same as I put it at the bottom. So this is where I would put the CPU cooler, or maybe even the 5090 liquid cool. If we get a Supreme liquid, woo, or an Asus, I forgot how they call that for the liquid. The Astral liquid, I think it is. So that would be great. And we have a space for that now. And also, I think these front tempered glass panels, you can also remove them, which would be great to have like a test bench. I can remove all the front and the side panel to have more space to be swapping GPUs and all that stuff. So I like that. So let me get this back, and then we're gonna fire this up, and hopefully the GPU works. The drive doesn't catch on fire, and I hope I can play the games, and I hope I don't lose performance with only one power connector. I don't know about that. Let me know if you have experience using a 3080 with a single. I mean, I know it depends on the GPU. This one should be fine. It just uses a little bit over 300 watts. It should be fine. But let's see. So it is ready. Let me move the camera. We're gonna fire this on, and hopefully we see the RGB, the addressable RGB lighting. Let me move these. Let me lower these, and I'm gonna fire this on, and it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna work, right? You imagine I try to turn it on, it doesn't work. I think I connected all the cables, but let's see. Let's see if it works. Let's go. The moment of truth. The moment of truth. Let's go. No, no fire, no. No, no. Don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me that. It should work. Let's go. Okay, no, show the bottom. Oh, the bottom of the case. Yeah, let me show you the bottom of the case. Let me show you the bottom of the case. Actually, at the bottom, I actually have a question. I'm not sure if Manny is still here. He has this case in white. Should I remove? My question is, should I remove these? Let me get it closer. Should I remove these? I guess so. We have these and these. And I guess this mesh is magnetic, and I can remove it back and forth, but I'm not sure. So this is the front panel, which is not actually, let me get the phone in my hand so I can show you what. So look, this is the front. This is where all the power reset. So this reset button, I was told that it can be repurposed to turn on and off the addressable RGB of the fans, which is great. I'm gonna try that definitely. You have your phone jack, and USB and all that stuff. Oh, actually, let me connect the phone because I'm running out of juice. There you go. So now my question is this, am I supposed to remove this? And if this is a magnetic mesh, I don't know. I think I supposed to remove these, and as this you can see the cables going here, and also we have, I'll show you at the bottom, we have an addressable RGB MSI logo at the front of the case. But now you see we have this thick rubber legs. They're very thick, very rubbery. And on top of that, we have these two. I don't know why, because this is not being used at all. So I don't know why they would include these two. I have no idea. It seems like there's something that might fit here. I don't know. But yeah, we have all that. And this might be yeah, there's a screw here. Oh, because there's a screw here. Maybe if you remove this screw, the whole thing comes out, the whole plastic part comes out, or at least this front. And that's how you remove the front glass. I'm not sure. So I have to figure out the bottom of the case a little bit. But you can remove the thing that's holding these three fans together. You have two screws at the front. So you remove these two screws and then this comes out like this. So it comes out. So it has two lashes. And yeah, it's very easy to remove these three fans and change them or put a radiator. Well, I think you shouldn't put an AIO here at the bottom. It's not recommended. I think you either put it here on the side or at the top. So yeah, that's the bottom of the case. And also, I missed to show you the back. So I'm going to show you the back too before we fire it on. I'll show you the back. The back where the connectors are. So these, show you this back. This is heavy, man. Let me tell you. This is heavy. So there you go. This is the back. Let me get this on my hand so I can show you close. MAG. We have also this to peel. I'm gonna peel that off too. And we have the GPU. Everything. The power supply is right here. 4 screws. That's it. That's all the angles. Let me show you the MSI logo. It's right there. Let me flip the case to show you that. After I finish these, I have to organize. This room is a mess. I have boxes all the way. The floor, screws, and paper towels. It's a mess. So let me show you the front. Front. Well, I'll show you the MSI logo once we turn it on, because it has the addressable RGB. So I will close up that. So basically, we have a logo here. We get this. We have see the MSI logo, and we have this bar that is going along the MSI logo that lights up too, and it's addressable RGB too. So let's go. The moment of truth. We're gonna fire it on. Hopefully, it works. I think it should work. Oh man. Again, I have not even tried to turn this on. This is gonna be the first time we're gonna find out. So I have a mouse, keyboard, power. Let me connect the monitor. Monitor is not connected yet. I connect the monitor to the GPU. Monitors the GPU. Monitor has power. Let's go. Power for the PC. I have a backup power supply here at the bottom. This backup power supply is an APC 1500. APC 1500. Let's go. So I'm gonna turn on the power supply. Uh-oh. I didn't see any signs of life from the motherboard. Turn on the monitor. Let's see, man. Let's see. I'm gonna turn it on. Should I do it? Game over. No. Will it work? Nothing going to happen. Just turn it on. Okay, let's go. Okay, turn on the power supply. Let's go. Moment of truth, man. Let me see it on first. Let's see if you can. Yeah, you can see it right here. I want to see it. Let's go. Fingers crossed. Let's go! Holy! This is going fast. Okay, red bottom, white bottom. We got video. Holy crap. Let me get this. My God, this is going fast, let me tell you. Do I have video? I don't have video. Oh, would it be because? Let me check. Let me see if my monitor is on. Okay, monitor is on. Man, it looks amazing, but I have no video on my monitor. No signal. Why is that? Let me see if let me try a different HDMI. You need both. Think so? You think it's not working because of that? Let me see. Oh, look, there's a red button on the GPU. There is a red. Let me show you this. There is a red. Well, you can see it. Oh my! You're gonna see it because it's too. Let me get it close. There is a red. Look, you see that red flash on the GPU? That is. Let me see what that says. LED J1 is red. That's not good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it off and I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change it to this one and see if that works, because maybe that's the secondary power. But man, look at the fans, bro. The RGB, bro. I've never seen these. My God. Oh my goodness. This looks so good, man. I love it. Look at the lighting, bro. It looks like it has a diagonal color. And so it has two diagonal colors like that. Man, let me see if I change the GPU. cable. I'm gonna read your comments, suggestions. I think the only thing I can do is to change the cable to be the cable of the GPU, because that one, it's not working. It's not giving me signal. Let me see if I'm gonna read your comments. Watch out for fire. Okay, it doesn't smell like fire yet. Okay. Let's see. It's not gonna work even if you switch them. So don't bother. You don't have enough power going to it. It's not gonna work. Okay, let me see. Look, see. I got sick of the lights very quickly. They are all off now for the last 2 years. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off eventually, but I wanted to see them, you know. Okay, let me turn it off. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna do the same thing. You only have 150 watts. Interesting. Holding the power button to turn it back off. Yeah. Turn it off and run 2 lines from power supply. I don't have them. That's the problem. I don't have 2 lines. Yeah, I just don't have it. I don't have them. So check out the beginning of the stream where I explained why. So let me turn it off. Actually, one thing is the MSI logo. It's not working. Did I miss? No. The RGB of the MSI logo is not working. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's turn it off. The LED stays on red, actually. It stays on red. The GPU, the LED right here is on red, and it's not turning off. I'm interested to see if it's going to stay on red like that. Should I power off the power supply before plugging? Okay. No, because what I was thinking is, because it is on red, if I swap that and the red button turns off, maybe it means it's gonna work. Flip the okay. I'm gonna flip the power off. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they missed that. That's going to be my main feedback for MSI, because this power supply has 3 outputs, and they include 2 cables for the CPU, so 2 8-pin cables for the CPU, and only 1 for the GPU. I don't need 2 for the CPU, and it would be better if they included another PCIe cable instead. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the power supplies. Switch is off now, and I'm gonna change the GPU. Let's go change it to the other one and see if it works. This one is like separated, so it doesn't want to go in. There you go. Okay. Let's go. Well, let's see if it works now. Set them to spin at 40%. The ramp up based on heat. Yeah, I know. I know I'm missing one connector. You think it's gonna be the same? Let's try. Let's go. Oh, I have to turn on the Let's see if the... Oh, no, I still have a red button, a red LED on the GPU. Oh, it's not gonna work. It's not going to work. Yeah, I know a CPU doesn't need both cables, so I would remove one cable from the CPU and use another PCI Express, but I don't have that cable. That's the problem. They didn't include a second PCI Express because this power supply is for the 5090, 5080. It has two 12-pin power connectors. So I mean that's a lot, but it doesn't have the PCI Express. Yeah, that's what I would do, but I don't have that cable. So all I have to do is to get another PCIe Express cable that works for this power supply, and then problem solved. So yeah, but the thing is, I'm gonna have to wait for that to chip here. So you think I've done something wrong? The video card should show an image even with one cable. Can you get an image? No, I get no power, no signal. That's what I thought. I was gonna get video at least. Do you think I did something wrong? What? What did I do wrong? We got a super chat here from George. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Need two cables for red light to turn off. Yeah. Well, man, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait for shipping. I'm gonna go to that site that sells customized cables and buy a PCIe Express cable from MSI. Now the problem is, I cannot make videos if I don't have a PC. So I think I'm going to try the second power supply. I think I'm going to have to try the second power supply. And I'm going to do what Bruno suggested yesterday, which is I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep one PCI Express cable, this one, from this GPU, from this power supply. And then the second one is going to come from the second power supply. Actually, let's try that right now. Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm gonna try that right now, man. If it explodes, let's go. We catch that on camera. We got good content out of it. I'm gonna try it. Let's go. I cannot wait to get this working. So we have to take a radical executive decision of using a second power supply. So this power supply is the old power supply that I have from Seasonic. As you can see, I have this, which is designed to turn on the power supply even if it's not connected to a motherboard. So basically what this does is that this puts together two pins, which simulates when you turn on the PC. So the power supply would be on all the time. And I have the PCIe Express cable. And I only need one of them. So here it is. I'm gonna turn it on, man. Let's go. I cannot wait. If it doesn't work or if it explodes, then I'm gonna catch that on camera and it's gonna be good content. But hopefully it doesn't explode because my GPU is still worth something, right? So let's see. I'm gonna connect it. You see that the fan, actually the fan turned on for a moment when I connected to the power. Let's go, man. Let's catch this on camera. Let me make sure you can see that second power supply spinning. And let's do it. I mean, I have to do it. I'll take the bullet. I will take the bullet for the channel. We got another super chat. Let me read this. This can explode. Oh my god. No! Use 2 from the PSU, otherwise big risk. But you see, the other day, someone told me the opposite. So someone told me, let me see if you can see me here. Someone told me the other day that if I use both from the same power supply, there could be a sync issue because the GPU gets power from the PCIe Express, and the PCIe Express power is coming from a different power supply. But to that logic, we're mixing both 2 power supplies anyway. So I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to listen to you. Okay, let me read the comments because I think this is not looking good. I'm getting some warnings. Okay, let me read the comments before I fire this on. Don't mix power from 2 power supplies. Okay, I'm gonna listen. It is need the same cable of the same power supply. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, someone stop him. It looks like someone who is about to drive a Lamborghini without a driver's license. And everyone is telling him, no, don't do it. No. Okay. Use the extra PSU for the GPU. Don't use both for the GPU. Only the extra power supply for the GPU. Okay. Okay. I will do it that way. Okay. I'm going to do it that way. Hey, if it explodes, I mean, we did. Okay. So we did all together. It was an effort. Okay. You're going to call the cops? Oh, please don't call the cops. Okay. Let's see. Turn off power supply on PC. Okay. I'm going to turn it off. Turn it off. It's off. Okay. Use both cables. Okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like that. Okay. Let's go. I listen. So I haven't. So for this house, I have insurance. It only covers like $100,000, I think. So we're screwed, basically. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. So I need another cable. I need another cable for the power supply. So let's fire this up. Let's go. We have 2. I'll remove this one. Let's go. It's removed. Okay. Oh my goodness. Man, let me tell you, I like this GPU a lot. Man, if it breaks, oh man. I paid $1,200 for this GPU. If it breaks, it's gonna break my heart. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for me. But let's go. Can I get 2 of them in? Oh wait. Let me turn this off. Wait. This was on. Let me turn it off first. Okay, it's off right now. So I'm going to wait. That fan moved. Did you see that? It's off right now. I don't know why the fan moved. It has a life on its own. Let's go. That one in. Let's go with the other one. Man, that didn't click in. I don't like that. Didn't like that. It didn't click. Let's try it again. No, it clicks. Not very good, but it clicked. Let's go. Now, my question is, do I have to sync? Do I have to turn both power supplies at the same time? Like sync in the moment? Let me see. Let's go. It's all for the content. It's all for the content. I am risking my entire PC for the channel. I'm taking the bullet. Okay, let's see. No? So you think I should not do this? Okay, wait, let me see. I have to turn the second power supply first. Okay. Okay, second power supply first. So some people are telling me that I can wait, don't do it. Don't do it. Jensen wouldn't want this. No, Jensen would love this because he loves me. He wishes plenty of pain and suffering for the channel because he thinks that's how we are going to learn, that's how we grow. So actually, I think Jensen would love if I completely blow this 3080 because then I have to buy another GPU anyway. So I think Jensen's gonna love me for this. Yeah, Jensen is my biggest fan. Okay, let's go. See Sonic first. I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna look at the GPU, see if the red light comes on. Let's go. Turn it on. Fan spinning. I don't see any LED on the GPU, but it's on right now. It's on, and I turn on the second button too. Oh, so you think Jensen would be proud of me? If I blow my GPU, Jensen would be proud of the channel, man. I think he would. He would see the pain and the suffering. So yeah, I think he's gonna love that. Jensen wants everyone GPU to break, so you have to buy more. So we're about to witness the first stable fusion reactor. Oh, it's on red? No, it's on red. Oh, wait, the power supply is spinning. The fan is already spinning. The second GPU is already providing the power. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? Can you see the fan spinning? It's already on. It's already on. Let's go. You see this before in Half-Life 1? The more you break, the more you buy. That's it. That's right. Oh my God. Let's do this live, man. Let's do this live. Wired science. We're going to find out. Let's go. Let me warm up. Well, let me tell you, I do have a fire detector. It's right here. It's right here. I have a fire detector right in the ceiling. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm going to turn it on. Look, if the stream stops, it's probably because it exploded. Okay, so if you see something wild, then it just... Okay, let's do it. Let's do it live. Let's do it live. Let's go, man. The moment of truth. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn it on. I'll look at it, but actually, should I get this close? Let me cover my my face just in case if it burns, I don't defigurate my face. So this one is spinning. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. I'm cheeking out, man. I'm cheeking out. Okay, let me see. No. Okay, so I have a lot of. Should I make a poll? Okay, let's see. I left a few. What happened here? What happened is we need a second power supply, man. This is not working. We need more juice. Right now we have 2,000 watts totals. We have 750 watts right now on, and we have 1250 watts for the rest of the PC. And we need all that juice to turn on my RTX 3080 12 gigabytes, the Jensen Special Edition, maximum love. We have the 24-pin power connector. It's already on. So this power supply is on right now. As you can see, the fan is spinning. It's fine. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Don't say it's fine. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to turn. I have to turn on this the power supply from the PC. Nothing happened. Should I wait a moment to let it sink in? Okay, it has been done before. Okay. It has been done before. Okay, let's go. Oh. No red button. Let's go! Let's go! We got video, man. We got videos. Everything smells good. The back smells good. Oh man, it's alive. It's alive. No way. We got 2 power supplies. Let's go. Let's go, man. So I'm gonna fire up again. Maybe I'm pushing it too hard. Maybe it's gonna explode with the game. Okay, let me turn this on. I don't know what happened. Why I don't have video? I saw video. What happened? You turn this off. Yeah, I turn it off and back on again because I saw the logo, but I don't see the Windows. No signal. I'm getting a no signal. Let me try a different HDMI. See if I get. Oh yeah, I get signal now. Let's go. Let me get these. Yeah, I got video. Hopefully this works. So I'm gonna fire up again, and let's see if the GPU works. Actually, let me flip this monitor because I have it flipped like that because I wanted to. I'm gonna fire up again, and I'm gonna show you. See if it's working. Let me check the settings. Man, it worked. Reset. Wait. reset and get into BIOS. Why? Maybe the RAM is doing its thing. Okay, no, wait. No, yeah, that. Should I still do it? Or did you say that before when I lost the video? It's working now. It seems like, yeah, I posted. Yeah, PC is working right now. Let me show you the thing is, if I show it to you, I cannot see it myself. But it is working right now. Look, the seal white. It is working. Yeah, I posted. I have a picture. Yeah, I have a picture. So let me check the settings and fire up a game. Let me check. Let's see. Let me change the camera higher here. So I'm going to show you next the monitor. Let me fire up a game. Checking the settings. Yeah, it is outputting the maximum resolution and refresh. Everything looks good. I'm gonna open a game. Now the thing is, with the latest. Oh, let me see if I have all the drives. Wait, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. No problem. So the 2 terabyte drive is working, which was my concern. So it seems like the part of the drive that broke, because it doesn't have pins, is fine. Or maybe because it's actually still holding together, is fine. Let me fire up a game and look at the MSI numbers, the afterburner numbers, to check the temperatures and everything. Okay. So I'm gonna open this one. Let's go. I'm gonna show you the game when I open it. I'm gonna show you. Let me just make sure it's working. And let me check the temperatures and everything. Is right now 73 Celsius for the CPU, 68, 66. So let it warm up. Okay, let's see. Everything seems fine. So we have 253 frames per second. Temperatures. GPU is at 61 Celsius. It needs to warm up, of course. So let me see how can I show you this. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna flip the whole thing. Wait, let me get this. Okay. I'm gonna flip the whole thing so you can see it. Let's go. We are back in business. It took 2 power supplies and a lot of praying, a lot of help from the community. Now, let me ask you one question. What would happen if The second power supply, for some reason, turns off. What would happen in that case? If the PC is on and the power for the GPU goes out, would the GPU just stop working or safely stop working? Or would that be a big problem? I wonder what would happen in that case. Okay, so we got, let me see the laptop. See the laptop screen over here. We're changing the setup so I can see what's going on. Let's go. So what would happen? Actually, let me move these. Let's go. I can see better. So what would happen if the GPU? Okay, so we got 282 frames per second. The GPU is at 65 Celsius, CPU 58 Celsius. Oh, but I have an open case, so that doesn't count because the case is open. Yeah, these fans are blowing air ferociously. Not so much this one's on the back because there's a mesh, of course, but they are pumping air out. So yeah, everything seems to be working fine. I don't see any concerns. The GPU noise is as usual. The coil whine is, as I would say, maybe even less than usual. Because I'm getting 268 frames and the coil whine is not that bad. Well, I guess we can call this a success. Now I just need to figure out the cable management. So what should I do? Should I just put it on top of the case? No, because this case is tilted. So I have to figure out where can I put the power supply so I can test what's going on. Let me actually do this. I can see what's going on. So let me see what you guys say. I'm right here at the floor with the laptop, reading your comments. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the 3080 for PhysX. Yeah. Time for an overclock. Beware for smoke. So I should let the power supply hang off the table. Time to get to 4.8. No, I mean this the 5800X3D is difficult to overclock. It's kind of locked. Don't forget to enter the shuffle tonight. They have an MSI 5090 gaming trio on Newegg. Yeah, mistakes were made. That's for sure. Leave that PSU alone. Should only be a temporary solution. Run the second PSU cables through one of the back slots under your GPU. Get MSI Mystic Light. I don't even know what that is, but I'll check it out. Swing the PSU around like a gladiator in victory. Latest NVIDIA drivers is through my PC. Yeah, I'm getting black screens too and blue. So now NVIDIA is giving us colorful screens. Yeah, I'm trying to get the 5090 every single day. Every single day. To change colors of the RGB. Oh, it's a program. Oh, this is a program, the MSI Mystic Light. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, how can I change the colors without using a software? If I press the reset button, would the colors change, or would the would the PC restart? I don't know if Manny is still here. Is it by default reset, or can I change the colors with the? Let me rearrange this again the way it was. Let me get this program. I'm very uncomfortable there. Let me. Depends if you plugged it in. I did. I plugged in the Mystic Lights for LGBT. So instead of addressable RGB, should be called addressable LGBT. I did. I'm reading all messages. Yeah, let me see. No, this is the latest message. Okay, so let me get this Mystic Lights software because I want to change the colors. I want to change the colors of the fans. Seems like I need to get a software for that. Or I guess on the BIOS. I don't know if on the BIOS I could change the colors. Let me. Okay, the game is working right now. Temperatures are in CPU 57 Celsius, GPU 65. No problems. But now, if I get look, I got a blue screen. Look, oh, too late. I got a blue screen. The minute the PC is restarting, look. I got a blue screen. But that's the GPU drivers. I hope it's not the GPU. That's the NVIDIA drivers, man. When I Alt F4 the game, blue screen. That's crazy. Same problem. Yeah. I just need to try the plasma now. Let's go. See? No, it's not a RAM problem because I did the MEM64 test. That was like 5 hours testing the RAM and it passed perfectly. No problem with the RAM at all. No problem with the RAM. Yeah, I did that already. MEM64 test pass, not a single error. Yeah, I have to try the DDU again and install the old drivers. So let me get this app real quick. The Mystic MSI Mystic Light. Let me get this app so I can change the colors. Because you see, I actually don't like blue colors. I would have colors without blue, basically. No blue on the colors. Because it's more comfortable for my eyes. And the CPU is not overclocked. The CPU is the 5800X3D. I have it stock, no overclocking at all. And the GPU right now was not overclocked at all. No overclocking, nothing. Unstable CPU. You think so? Well, the thing is, when I use the old drivers from December, I don't get any blue screens. It's the GPU drivers. It seems like it's the GPU drivers. So let me see this MSI. Why is this downloading so slow? Uh, I don't know why this is downloading so slow. I mean, it's not because of the stream. I have one gig. At this speed, we don't finish this. Let me. Yeah, this is super slow for some reason. Let me try that. Let me try that. Yeah, I'm gonna run a speed test here to see if I have any issues with the connection. It seems like I do because the signal is low. I mean, I never use the PC right here, but this should not be happening. Maybe I have to restart the router or something. Let me see. See what we get. Yeah, if the speed is right, then it is the MSI side. Let's see. No, I have an issue. Yeah, I have an issue now. I don't know what's going on. Well, I might have to. I'll leave that for the video. I have to figure out what's going on, and I cannot restart the router because then the stream is gonna go off. So let's leave it there, man. Let me go to sleep. Um, I will come back tomorrow. With a video. I'll make a video, and we'll keep doing live streams. So I will come back tomorrow. Let me go to sleep already. I read your comments. So once the stream finishes, I will read your comments. See if I miss anything. Speed test with my phone. Yeah, that's what I should do. The thing is, my phone is the one doing the recording the stream. Yeah, I'll figure out what's going on. And then I will show you the RGB addressable in the video. No, the smaller board is the same I have. It's the same I have. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep early today. MSI watching this horror. Well, let me tell you, I sent them the link to the first live stream. I'm not sure if I should send them the link of all the live streams because they might think it's too much. I don't know. 20 hours of live stream. I think it's good for them. I mean, I'm covering their products, but I'm not sure. Maybe they're gonna think. I don't know. But I did it like this because I enjoy my time doing it. I was not hurry building the PC with the community, and we got it working. I'm happy. Yeah, I might have to update. Maybe because I changed the removed back and forth the Wi-Fi card or something. I don't know. Don't volunteer any information unless you have to. That's a rule of business. You already have a deal. You don't want to blow it. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I have to say, MSI could not be better when it comes to our exchange. It couldn't be better. They sent me the product. Their only request was post the name of the product in the description of the video. They ask one video. That's it. I've done more than enough already with the coverage, and I still gonna drop another video, like an official video review. So they didn't say absolute nothing. My coverage from this monitor, which they sent me to, they didn't say anything. Nothing absolutely. They asked me 2 videos. For the monitor, they asked me for 2 videos. They said a short and a regular video would work. We just want the name of the monitor in the description of the video. That was it. They never said, oh, we watched the video, we didn't like that you said this or that or whatever. Nothing. They didn't say, oh, we want you to cover this point or to say this or that. Absolutely nothing. So they could not be better. And let me tell you, the display guy was the one who gave me the contact. He told me the same. He told me MSI is a great company to work with. So that's why he recommended me to reach out to them, and he gave me the contact. So I mean, I couldn't be happier with them. I think they'll be happy with my coverage because they just want their products exposed. That's it. Exposure, just make a video. That's it. So I'm very happy with that. I always buy high-end power supply now, like Seasonic, Prime, all companies cheap out on cables. But actually, I believe all the power supplies are coming from like 3 companies only, really. Like the rest is branding. It's like, for example, this is an MSI monitor, but the panel comes from Samsung. So MSI is setting up the hardware, of course, the calibration and all of that, but the monitor is really Samsung. So I think MSI is the GOAT right now. So let's see if we can get other. We need more contacts. We need more contacts to get more products for review and all that stuff. So tell them the CPU asked for a 5090 vent. Yeah, I mean, I asked them for the GPU. I told them I would pay for it. You don't have to even send it for free. They don't have one. They cannot do it, basically. They cannot give me the privilege of buying a 5090. They cannot offer that privilege. They don't have one. That it cannot happen right now. It would be a privilege if they do, and I don't think that they can do that. That's the problem. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. The PC is working and everything. The GPU is working with the second power supply. I opened a game and it worked until it crashed. I got a blue screen, but that's the GPU drivers. I was getting blue screen, so I have to use the DDU app to uninstall the drivers, and then I'm gonna install the drivers from December. Those are the only drivers that work for me right now without the blue screens. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it worked until it didn't. Yeah, they have a lot of 5080s. Well, let me tell you, man. If I can get a 5080 and I don't have to pay for it, let's go. Just give it to me. I might save the money and don't buy a 5090. But the thing is, I want the 5090. If I have to pay for a 5080, I prefer to pay for a 5090. That's the thing. But yeah, I mean, if MSI can send me a 5080, thanks. My goodness, that would be amazing. But the 5080 is very expensive. I don't think, and it's rare too. It's easier to get, but it's rare too. But let's see. Let's see what happens. So yeah, let's leave it there, man. Let's leave it there. Thank you very much. I think the stream was absolutely amazing. We had all the time, like 100 people or more, 140, 150 on the chat. This was great. Thank you very much for the support on all the super chats. I think this was pure cinema. Okay, pure cinema. We tried to turn on the PC with the single power supply. It didn't work. we needed to add the second power supply because we needed to add two power connectors, and we only had one. So it worked. I'm very happy that it worked, so I can actually use my PC. It was chaos. It was pain and suffering, but we got it through, and now we're finally happy. It's working. So I'll figure out the internet. I will download the software to change the RGB lights. But let me tell you, this looks so good, man. I love it. Now, I don't like blue colors at all. This would not be the lights that I would use ever. It would be any color that doesn't have blue, basically, because blue lights, I don't like them. They're nasty for my eyes. But this is addressable RGB. I can change the lights to whatever. Let's go, man. The most fun PC build ever. I mean, I have to say, I enjoyed this a lot. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, maybe in the future, if I wait long enough, one day we might get a 5090 like that. But yeah, for now it's tough. It's tough, man. We need that 5090. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, this was a science experiment in real time. Let me ask you, Chris, the reset button by default. Well, actually, let's do it. If the PC restarts, I mean, what else? It doesn't matter. I'll try the reset button to see if it controls the RGB lights or if it's gonna reset the PC. Oh, it seems like it's gonna reset the PC. Oh, nothing happened. Nothing happened. It seems like I forgot to connect something. It's not resetting the PC or anything. It's not doing anything, so I have to figure out which cable I missed because the reset button is not working. I missed the cable at least. What? It's not hooked up, but which cable I missed? I think yeah, that's right. The MSI RGB is not working either. There is an RGB logo here, and it's not working. I missed it. See, I'm gonna show you this. There's an MSI RGB logo right here. This is not working. I missed that. I thought it was this. I thought it was this one. Wasn't it? That's not the connector. Let me see. You read the comment. Man, it's so many comments. Let me scroll down. Okay, let me go to new comments. Okay, what happened? Neither is hooked up. The RGB wire is probably zip tied to the it's probably one of those, right? Oh, I want to connect that. I don't know which cable I missed. The other cables are these. So I only see one LED cable right there. The PSU and the cables. Okay, it's a 3-pin wire, just like the RGBs coming from the fan. So it's one of these. I have to find that cable. It has to be somewhere. Okay, well, let's leave it there. Again, let me change the camera. Say bye. Okay, so thank you very much. I would have to explain that reset button because it's very hard to understand. I have a 2-pin tire into that skinny plastic piece. So you are trying to take apart the controls, the reset button. Okay. Well, see if you can drop a comment to explain me. Okay, let's leave it there, man. Thank you very much. We got it working. We figured out that MSI low cable where it is. I'll figure out where to put the second power supply. The cable management. Should we cable manage that second power supply? That's the question. Let's see. So yeah, I will do a video tomorrow, like a summary, higher quality, higher resolution video. I will. Okay, so the new NVIDIA drivers. I have the latest one. I think I have the latest driver, but I'll try that. So yeah, I will do a video tomorrow. Thank you very much for the support. And you guys take care and have a good night. Or wherever you are, have a good day. Take care. Bye.